Hey everybody, InvalidationX145 here, and welcome to the bonus and final episode of Decay the Mare. Really quick, in this video we're going to be covering all of the coin locations. So that includes getting all 3 achievements. The third one we haven't gotten yet, the Coin Collector 3. And then during the second episode, when I'm going through the coins, I'm also going to show off all of the message locations, because you do get an achievement for that. I don't think you get anything else other than that, which is unfortunate, but you do get an achievement for finding all the hidden messages with the camera. And once that's done, we're going to take a look at the good ending of this game, and after all that is done, we're going to take a look at the extras, and then I can talk a little bit more about the game. So without further ado, let's get into finding those coins. Really quick, the whole reason that I kind of wanted to show off all of the coin locations was kind of just more of a...
What is a friend?
More of a friendly thing. So this can kind of serve as a walkthrough, more or less. But yeah, I think that's about it. So let's see with the first coin location, which actually isn't all that far. Okay, so in the first episode, the first coin that you will come across is right here when you're going under this barricade, next to the table. Pick it up right there. That's your first coin. Alright. And the second coin we're coming across in this episode is right here in this drawer with the pictures of all the ladies. Or of the one lady, I should say. If you're doing them by order, you would technically find the other one first. Specifically the one, whatever. Alright, and our third key for this walkthrough was going to be through the blood-stained door. We go to the chair here. It is right next to the far right leg of the chair. Let's pick it up as it's leaning against the wall. Ta-da! Alright, and after you've gotten through the maze, the fourth coin that you will find, once you get to this little heart table, it's right there on the blue cloth. So you can go ahead and pick that up. Alright, and our final coin for episode 1, after you've gotten all the flowers put in their proper holes, which I noticed, by the way, are actually presented in the order that you're supposed to put them down. I just noticed that. But anyway, once you do that, the light comes on in here, and we follow the light, and the last coin is right here on the beam of the wall. So after this terrifying sequence, we are going to be finding all coins in episode 2 of Decay the Mare. And the very first one is pretty much right off the bat. You got this little shelf here, and a coin sitting in one of them. There you go. And the second coin is very nearby. Since there are 10 coins, it's a lot more dense as to how often you will find them. The second coin, if you go down the ladder into the red room, and you find this trapdoor, you will find one of the plates you need, and right above it is the second coin. Okay, and the third coin, we go past this creepy face, and right at the ladder is another coin that we can go ahead and pick up. And now we can climb down, and at the same place where you pick up the camera, and on the opposite side of this steel trap thing is your fourth coin. Now I am also showing off with the camera all the hidden messages which you get by using the camera. So as we go along, I will be taking photos as well. The first one is right off the bat, immediately after you pick up the camera in this little hallway. You take a picture there. The second hidden message, I'm not sure if this actually counts or not, but since it is hidden, unless you actually take a picture, this one gives you the code to the door, 6044. And we can go through. And our fifth coin, in fact, is sitting in that room, right on the blue table here. And immediately after that, because I'm a dingus, our third photo is right here. Am I really dreaming? I forgot to pick up this darn key. Bah. Alright, so once we go through this door, we'll come into the drawer room. And here is where we get our sixth coin, hidden in the drawer. And immediately after we find that coin, we go in here, the coin that I originally missed, right here in these planks. Alright, and after you come down that trap door, we have a lot of stuff in this room. Our third picture, I'm dying, and then if we immediately turn around, our fourth picture. And that is how you get the hidden text achievement. However, we do have a couple more things here, such as our seventh coin directly under the pig picture. And there you go. Ooh, that's a little bit creepy. Didn't see that before. I'm watching you. So in here you go through the whole bit of trying out the one that works. Butterfly leaves. Use this again. Hello. And our eighth coin is right inside the box with the home key. So you can go ahead and pick that up. Alright. And when we come into here, I was actually miscounting before. The the last coin that we picked up was actually the 9th, not the 8th. But if we turn around, on the left side, just above the whatever this molding is, we have our 10th coin sitting right there, just hanging out. And there you go. That is everything for this episode. I'll go ahead and see you in the next one. Alright, and immediately after you come into the Nightmare World in the 3rd episode, your first coin is actually right along here, next to the bars. So you can go ahead and pick that up, and then we get to watch time go backward. I'm such a tease. Alright, and our second coin is right here when you get to this set of doors, next to the chair with the knife handle on it. Right on the floor here. Our next coin is actually right to the left of us. We open up this cabinet, and the only thing inside is a coin on the upper right shelf. So you can go ahead and pick that up as your 4th coin. Hopefully I'm getting my numbers right, because apparently I couldn't count in the last one. Alright, and our 4th coin is in the pig room, right next to the chair once again. So we can go ahead and pick that up, and voila! Our next coin is off to the right in the painting room. Once we go ahead and move the debris from the painting, if we turn around, this is devilishly hidden. If you look on top of the door frame, right there is where that coin is. No wonder I missed it. Alright, and now in this room, where you can find the VHS, if you immediately turn around, another coin is sitting right on top of this box. You can go ahead and pick it up, and you're good to go. Alright, and our 7th coin is up this ladder that drops down. We'll go ahead and climb this up, or climb up this. Bleh, what are words? Before you actually go towards the chair, there's a little glint on the floor off to the left here. That glint is your 7th coin. Go ahead and pick it up, and then watch the magic happen. Mostly us being transported to our room. And the 8th coin, this is actually a little trickster here. Remember how I checked during the daytime? This little drawer right here that I pulled open, but there was nothing inside? Well, guess what? That is where our 8th coin is. You have to find it. You have to open that drawer during the night in order to find it. Otherwise, it's not going to be there. Alright. Once you get your balls in order, and you have the TV key, you come in here. You can watch your video, but if you turn around, you'll find your crowbar, and you will also find a coin on the opposite side from the crowbar of the door. And technically, you don't even need to watch the video. But I will see you where the 10th coin is located, and this one is also a bit of a doozy. So see you guys in a moment. So after you have the conversation with Tori, this is the kicker. If you go back, and you see this, we actually find the coin in the right eye socket, or technically in the left eye socket. And that gives you the Coin Collector 3 achievement. Good grief. No way to know that unless you mouse over it, because there's no contrast and visuals there. But something just occurred to me. If you go back and actually look at Tori's face while you're speaking to her in the grave, I'm not entirely sure why, but she reminds me a lot of... I'm coming up with a portrait for I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, but I don't think that's right. But it's that female artificial AI that's gone berserk kind of thing. Which I just found was interesting. So from here, I'm not actually going to be cutting because this is the final hour. Now, one of the things that I screwed up with here was that I actually listened to the little kid and didn't use the knife. Which is actually kind of what you want to do, apparently. At least as far as I can tell. So she offers us the keys. If we use the knife and take the keys... Sam, the only thing I see outside is a forest. Yardstick, I won't let you leave. You can't leave. Whoa. Oh my god. Where are we, Yardstick? Answer me. You need an ambulance. I need to find a phone. There are no phones here. How do we get to Newark from here? Answer me! I need to contact a hospital. You've been here so long you forgot the way home? How long have we been here, Yardstick? Tell me! How long have we been locked up? 3 years. Wow. 3 years? I don't even remember your real name anymore. What do you mean? Your name. I've forgotten your name. Sam. If you say so. Not that it matters. Wow. Hello?
Three people have been found dead in a house just outside Warsaw in Poland. A 25-year-old man who belonged to the group of 3 people 3 years ago who disappeared during a field trip to Warsaw in Poland has been found alive. The 2 others, a woman and a man, have been found dead. A third woman in her 60s was also found dead. The police are refusing to comment on the relation between the elderly woman and the students at this point. Psychiatrist Yaroslav Roth, already wanted in the United States for the murder of her husband and the disappearance of her son in the early 90s, is believed to have drugged the students and locked them in the house on the outskirts of Warsaw. For 3 years, she held the Newark students captive. It was when one of the students managed to escape that the story reached its conclusion. Despite the fact that the 25-year-old male student was able to point out the bodies, it proved to be incredibly difficult to identify them, as the names mentioned to the police could not be linked to any missing persons in Poland.
Because they weren't missing in Poland.
It was only when the American embassy in Warsaw saw a connection between the bodies and the vanished American students that they realised it was the missing student Nicholas Jensen who was the survivor.
Whoa.
For unknown reasons, he introduced himself as Sam Eldridge. The female student he called Tori is believed to have died 2.5 years earlier after being locked up for 6 months. She was found buried underneath the house. The third student took his own life just before Jensen managed to escape. Yerazig Roth was also found dead at the scene. It is believed that she died in connection with Nicholas Jensen fleeing from the house.
Right, because he's not going to have blood on his hands from stabbing her to death. That's the good ending? That's depressing! What kind of a good ending is that? Yay, we escaped and we're in a mental asylum because we can't even remember who the hell we are. Oh, God. So, the creature that we originally saw...
What is a friend? A single soul, dwelling in 2 bodies.
So the creature that we saw in the first episode of this game, that showed up again when Yerazig was dying. So is that actually... What? I'm suddenly super confused now. Because I thought that Tori was the one that was wandering around trying to get us to wake up. If that is Tori, then I guess it's Tori watching Yerazig go fall to, kind of fade away, I guess is the best way to put it. That brings up a couple questions. Who is this creature? Who is the Mare? Is that Yerazig, or is that Yerazig hunting us? Or was that in fact Tori, like she said she was, trying to wake us up and follow us in our dreams? Because there have been shadows, and then there was also the creature. I'm kind of leaning towards the creature still being Tori because of the fact that it's sitting there watching Yerazig die. But maybe that's the monster in Yerazig kind of watching it fade away. I'm not sure. Well, alright then. So that was the good ending of Decay the Mare. I don't see how that's a much better ending. I mean, case is closed. But that's really not any happier than than the other one. I suppose it's all relative. Yerazig's not going to be grabbing students anymore and keeping them in her place to drug up and have them eventually die. So what Tori said wasn't entirely accurate, which is kind of why I'm questioning whether she was the monster or not, because she said that both her and Raphael and Yerazig's husband and son... Well, actually, no. No, I'm getting my facts mixed up. Forget what I said for the past 20 seconds. This is not a happy game no matter how you look at it. I think the good ending is definitely more fulfilling. It kind of brings some of the answers to light. Well, not really brings the answers to light, but it makes us realize just how screwed Nicholas really is. Because our main character isn't, well, I guess he identifies as Sam, so he technically is Sam, but his real name is Nicholas Jensen, and he doesn't even realize that. So how screwed up is he? And is that from the drugs that Yarentsig has been giving him alone, or is that from his past history as a drug abuser? And if it's from Yarentsig alone, those are some nasty nasty pharmaceuticals or concoctions that she's giving these, that she's giving these students for them to forget their identities completely and create new ones. Especially for Sam. I mean, jeez. Good ending is definitely more satisfactory than the bad ending. Bad ending kind of leaves it leaves you wanting. The good ending doesn't as much. But again, it still has those flaws of... Well, actually, no, it does cover that. Because Sam is Sam. He's got drug abuse in his mind, but the other question is, did he actually ever abuse drugs? Because before he went into this whole thing, he was Nicholas Jensen, not Sam Eldritch. So, yeah, he's really screwed in the head. Yikes. But I suppose to reach new depths, you have to go insane. There's a really good game out there right now that's all about questioning identity and seeing ourselves as who we are. It's called Soma, and millions of people are playing it already. There's, oh God, I don't know how many months worth of Let's Plays of Soma there is. I will not be doing that on this channel, at least not for a while, because it's so mainstream. But maybe I'll do that in the future, because it is by Frictional Games, and it's, from what I've seen of it, it's fantastic. It brings up a lot of good questions that this game kind of pokes at, but it's not the main focus. I mean, yeah, that's all I have to say. The good ending is far more satisfactory than the bad ending is. It really kind of throws you for a loop as to, quote-unquote, Sam's whole past. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Much better conclusion to the game than the bad ending was. But since we have all of the coins collected and we've beaten all 3 of the episodes, we can go into the extras now. I would like to talk a little bit more, but I think I covered pretty much all of my thoughts in the last episode when we got the bad ending. The only thing I really have to say is that this ending it wraps up much nicer, and it does give you those questions of ambiguity that the bad ending didn't. Come to think of it. Because our character isn't Sam Eldritch, he's Nicholas Jensen, but he completely changed who he is over the course of 3 years of Yarentsig Roth's care. I say that very sarcastically, in case it wasn't evident in my voice. So it does give that question of ambiguity of what I was talking about in the last episode, which is cool. So, as far as this game is concerned, the bad ending sucks, I think. The good ending is pretty good. It wraps up this game nicely. It's one nice big horror package. Well, not really big, but it's a nice little horror package. It's a nice simple point and click with a lot of good scares and a decent story. I would still say Scratches is much better in the story department than this game is, but this game is better in the scare department than Scratches is. That's my opinion. And by the way, I actually did Scratches on my channel way long ago. I still haven't gotten around to doing the expansion to that, which is a shame, the director's cut, because that has an entire extra chapter to stick on there, which would be good. I'll get around to doing that, most definitely. But since we have gotten all the coin achievements, we've gotten all the coins, and we've beaten all the episodes, we can actually go through all the extras. I can just go through these extras really quick again. You know, just basic maps, and some really creepy concept art. That one especially. That one's just... ugh. And this one, I think, is actually a reference to the original Decay series, because in that one, there is a little girl that looks a lot like this. But I haven't actually played the original Decay series, because I don't have an Xbox. And that series is only available on Xbox Live. On the Xbox Live, I think it's the arcade, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I have no idea what that one's like. So you got some more concept art, some more level design. I love this whole 3D modeling. From what it looks like in the models to the final textures and lighting. Pretty freaking cool. That hand in the bag is probably my favorite part of this. Whoa. I'm guessing that's Tori? Yeesh. So that must be Sam and that must be Raphael. Because he has the tattoos. And then good old Yared Roth. And her craziness. Whoa. That's weird. And a nice close-up of Sam beyond the door. Oh, man. That kind of makes me feel sorry for her, because now I know who that painting is. It's Yared. Oh, my goodness. Not quite what you would expect. Just a little bit crazy in the head. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a really pretty one. Wow. Got the fish eyes thing going too. Ugh. 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 Okay. Well, now we all know what it looks like in detail. Oh. That's Yared at the desk. Interesting. Huh. Well, that was cool. And this is one of the few games where I've actually managed to 100% it. Whoops. Yes, I was using a walkthrough to make sure I found all the coins. But this is one of the few games where I've actually gotten every single achievement. It's not hard. This game is not difficult in the slightest. I was just being derpy for half of it. But yeah. This was a fun game to play, and I'm really glad I was able to show it off. This might not be coming out on Halloween. I'm really hoping it does, though. In case it does, Decay the Mare is on sale for 99 cents on Steam. So if you really want to give this game a try, then definitely go pick it up. I did kind of cover most everything, but there are a couple things that I think I missed. There were a couple scares that I was going through that I noticed that didn't quite find first time around and second time around. But yeah, so I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. I loved this game. I loved playing through it. Bad ending sucked, but other than that, it was great. So yeah, since it's finally the conclusion of this horror game for our Halloween special of 2015, I guess I have nothing more to do other than say I got some other stuff on my channel if you want to check it out. And that's really it. So if there's anything you guys want to speculate about, anything you want to talk about, Or just say, hey, this was good. Thanks for showing it off. If you didn't like it, I don't know why you're still here. I don't think there's that many of you, though, that didn't like it that are still watching this anyway. But I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play as much as I enjoyed playing it, which was a lot. And I will see you in the next Let's Play. Next Halloween, tomorrow, whenever that is. But until then, have a wonderful day, everybody, and happy Halloween.